Hi everybody, this is Joe. I'm here to do a video on narcissistic personality disorder. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about something that a lot of people who dealt with any type of narcissist or have been through narcissistic abuse have been in this situation with just about every narcissist that they probably had dealt with to some type of degree or so. And that is the devaluation phase. I choose this particular type of topic to talk about the devaluation phase to help anyone to understand on what they are really dealing with and what is happening to them, and to help them to understand this phase and why the narcissists do this to the person they had target. So the devaluation phase, it usually come after the idealist phase, right before the discard phase. Why the narcissists devalue you is quite a few reasons why they do this. The narcissist does this in a lot of ways where they get fuel from you, and this in a way where they keep you down so they can have you under their control. They also use this to have them in a feeling of power. You'll probably notice when you in a situation with a narcissist during this phase or so, you will probably notice that you will feel like you're the best thing that ever happened to the narcissist, and you have found your soulmate, usually at the beginning of relationship with a narcissist, idealist phase, and you start to notice that everything starts to be the total opposite with the narcissist. What usually happens is that you meet this narcissist, and after you go through the idealist phase, as far as where you're the best thing that ever happened to the narcissist, like I said before. Most of the time what happens to narcissists, they come around a whole lot, want to spend a lot of time with you. Everything you do, everything you say is just right to the narcissist. And what usually happens is that once you start getting used to the narcissist, or right when you start to make plans with the narcissist, you start to notice that the narcissist, their attention start to shift someplace else, as far as where you're not getting a lot of that attention, and the narcissists start to come up where they start to nitpick. And what I mean by nitpick, it don't really be where it don't come off as they try to you, as far as nitpick, where they just wake up in the morning and they say to themselves, let me give them a bad day. In some cases this may be, but it won't appear that way to you, because the nitpick is more where they start to try to target a lot of shortcomings, or they do this thing psychologically where they try to maximize whatever your insecurities are, or they try to do a lot of things where they try to make you feel insecure. They will do things where you feel like you have to compete with other people, or have you in a feeling where you have to, you feel like you in comparison with someone or a situation. It could be where you may be good at something. They always seem to, where they try to size you up with someone else or another situation. And what I mean by that, you'll start noticing that the narcissist, they will say such things, as far as whatever you're good at, or so it could be anything, it could be a talent, it could be something where, you're any type of skills, or your position, of a job, or whatever the case may be in your situation. There's many more I can mention or so, but whatever the case may be in your situation, you probably start to notice the narcissist start to praise other people or praise that other person in this situation, and it starts to make you feel as if you're not good enough, or you're not, you do your best, or you're at your best, but your best not good enough. It's as if that the narcissist recognize, this person, or recognize another situation more than you, and that situation, that person, they get more of the light shined up on them more than you. And you probably start to notice yourself where you start to try to get validation from this narcissist during this phase, where you start to do a lot of things where you start to, get outside your square. You get outside your, I want to say your box, or your state of mind, as far as you know who you are and you're comfortable in your own skin. You start to notice that everything you do, everything you say, is more to revolve around the narcissist or impress the narcissist. So hopefully whatever the narcissist, whoever or whatever they compare you to, that they'll see you better than that. So in the meantime, in between time, you start to notice where everything you do everything not for the purpose of your passion, the things that you enjoy, the things that made you who you are as far as a healthy person, as far as your passion, your goal, or, your purpose. And you start to do everything and revolve everything around the narcissist. It's not really a passion anymore. It's more of trying to compete, or you feel compared, where you feel like you're in competition. It's what the narcissist, this is a tactic that they do to you during a devaluation phase. And a lot of times, you may be going through different type of phases with the narcissist in the devaluation phase, where you feel like the narcissist is putting you down, and they say certain things that, they say, I want to say a lot of touchy things, things that you probably thinking in the back of your, you probably think in the back of your mind that they should be aware of, things that you're sensitive to, or things you may be insecure about, you're thinking to yourself that, is this, this kind of like personal, as if it's a backhand, it's a joke, but more it's like a backhand insult, but they turn it into a joke. If anyone dealt with a narcissist, understand exactly what I'm talking about. So if you kind of try to confront the narcissist about this, they will use a gaslighting type method, where they try to make you feel that you took the joke the wrong way, or you take a lot of things to heart. They didn't mean anything behind it. But yet, at the same time, it sounds too personal. So you kind of going against your own sanity. You kind of second guess yourself, where you thinking to yourself, like, is I'm taking that personal, or the narcissist really meaning something behind that? Why would they say that? Or it could be in a case where they do something psychologically through their actions, or why would they do this? It could be something where it comes off disrespectful, or it could be something where it comes off where you didn't like it, or it rubbed you the wrong way. So when you start to question the narcissist about it, they would do a lot, like I said before, they would do a lot of gaslighting, and they would do a lot of things where they were trying to make you feel a certain way, where you second guess yourself. And the way they do this is in a way where they try to make you feel crazy, as far as you're being too sensitive, or their little famous saying that you think too hard, or you think too much, or you're very sensitive. And I'm pretty sure that, that whoever watching this video experience exactly a lot of the things that I'm talking about that I just mentioned in this video as far as going through the devaluation phase. So in this phase, you're so busy trying to build back up on yourself as far as you're focusing on this narcissist, and you're trying to get this narcissist validation and approval. So now a lot of people or certain situations, you start to notice that you're competing and comparing yourself with your surroundings or whatever the narcissist brought up on the table. And what I mean by brought up on the table is whatever they try to put you in competition with. And I'm here to let you know in this video that the narcissists know exactly what they're doing. They're not doing this subconsciously as far as where it's just natural. And what I mean by natural, it's not anything where a natural thing where they just reacting because of the way they feel. They feel what they feel because it's through the purpose of trying to put you beneath yourself. Because this is where they feed their narcissistic supply. This is fuel for them. This is energy for them, because what they actually doing, they seeing, they taking a pleasure out of you sitting there, you being baffled to yourself as far as, is this me or is this not me? And you running back to them, questioning them, and they see this. And they look at this and they telling themselves, as far as they looking at you like, okay, this is where they insecure at, and this is where I hold the power at, because now I got them thinking that they're not really good at this, or there's someone better at this, or there's someone I see higher than them. And what the narcissist does, they know this, and what they do is, when you start to question them, they do this little mind thing, because the narcissists, they operate out their mind. They do a lot of mind tactics, and what they do a flip side through the mind, and they put on this act towards you as if they don't know what you're talking about. And what they do psychologically, they get off the subject. And the purpose of them getting off that subject is for you to leave whatever disturbing, as far as what disturbs you, as far as, that attack that happened upon you or to your sanity. And they leave you in that thought. They leave you in that mysterious suspense. That's the purpose of them switching the subject, because they actually see what's happening to you. And this could come off, and trust me, people, when I tell you this about the narcissists, they are very good actors and actresses, I should sort of say, because how they will come off when they do this, they will make you feel as if wherever you're talking about or wherever you're trying to run across to them, run across to the narcissist, it's not important to talk about. It's a petty subject. So they switch over the subject to something where they want to talk about, and they just, they probably said something that insults you, or they said something that make you feel so belittle of yourself. And this is the way where they keep you down, and they see you running back to them for answers. They see you running back to them for validation. So what they doing, they pinning in on a lot of your weaknesses, as far as where they try to see shortcomings, as far as where they try to sense some type of insecurity. They kind of beacon in on your I want to say unsureness, that where you unsure about. They see you being unsure about something, and even if you show just a little bit of it, they will pick that up right away. And they will take that and they will run with it, and they will take this and they will exercise this method towards you during the devaluation phase. So this right here, you start to notice yourself. You start to come out of your, like I said, your purpose, your passion. It's what you was doing before you met the narcissist. You was on this mission. You was on this this road of success, and you felt good about yourself. You felt like you had a purpose. You feel like you had a destiny. And this is the part that the narcissist, they take away this part. This is the part where you start to get, out of alignment with yourself. You're not in harmony with your destiny. And this, with the narcissist, this is the part that they really tamper with subconsciously. And what I mean by subconsciously, you don't realize this subconsciously, and that's why you have this thing about the narcissist, where the narcissists seem to be very superior because they have all the answers, and wherever you sure about something and you try to stand firm to it, the narcissist, they will do whatever it takes to make you feel you're not right. What I mean by that, what they'll do is that they'll argue you down no matter what. They will argue you down to the point where you're not right. They'll always be right. They will find something about what you said, something wrong, just to make you feel you're not right, or you're not all the way with it, even when you're right, even when you're on point. So that being said, this is where you start to be unsure yourself. So even though you go outside the narcissist and try to get the approval or get validation of your sanity, as far as your identity, as far as what makes you, as far as what you stand for, as far as your knowledge, as far as, it could be wisdom, or as far as whatever, your doctrine, whatever your doctrine is, whatever, whatever you kind of, adjusted to as far as what you know. Even though you go outside the narcissist to try to get validation and put you back, in alignment and back in harmony with yourself, you seem to always be where you have to go to the narcissist, because this the person who disapproves you, and they make it appear that there's many other people on the outside, or there's always a situation that they shine more light and they praise more than you. This is the tactic that the narcissist does in the devaluation phase. So this is what makes it hard for you to get out this relationship with the narcissist. Or if this a friend, they do this to another degree, but in the same method, because it could be just a friend or so, but you start to notice where you start to feel this type of way, or some sort of way about this narcissistic friend. So you start to look at them as a superior person. They start to be very domineering as far as what they say and what they do. They stay firm to it. They're not submissive. They don't kind of put themselves in your shoes or kind of step outside, I want to say their reality, and I want to say like their situation to relate to you or connect to you as far as to try to understand you. They don't never do this. They always stay in their own atmosphere, and they stand firm to that atmosphere, whatever their belief system is. They're going to come off, and they're going to try to put it off to you in a way where they put off this. I don't want to say energy, but it's more you can kind of feel where they put off in a strong sense where they're right. And what the narcissists usually do in this situation, they try to get things to back them up. So you start noticing, especially if it's a narcissist, that they're always a mainstream narcissist or a media narcissist, or narcissists that like to read books, or a narcissist that always keep updated in the media. They use these type of things to try to back them up. What this tactic do, I'm here to tell you this in this video. What this tactic is designed to do to you It's to make you feel outnumbered. It's to make you feel that it's, I want to say 8 to 10 to 12 opinions against one. And they try to make it feel like what they saying is a fact. So they try to use people, or they try to use media, or it's them being mainstream. They try to use this as a backup to overpower you, or to gain up on you, to outnumber you. So that way you feel like you by yourself with what on what you think or how you feel. So that's what happened to you in this situation when you're dealing with the narcissist. And the truth is behind that, if someone ever dealt with that with the narcissist, what they do, they take a lot of things and they twist it. They kind of twist a lot of things. They kind of twist a lot of their opinions and work it to their advantage, where it could work against you. When all alone, in a real reality, if you talk to these people, or if you kind of align, put in alignment with what you feel that's right, or when you're on the right track on things, or what you say or what you do, it's the true reality. In the real reality, it all lines up. No one disagreeing with you, or no one ain't against you about it. You're not alone with your opinion. You're right all along. But the narcissist, they twist it. They twist to make you feel outnumbered. When there's many, it worked two ways. In this situation, the door swing open both ways. So what I mean by swing open both ways is they trying to use something to their advantage and trying to work it against you, because this is manipulation. Is what they doing in this situation. If you take it, the flip side of the coin, and if you start to investigate, you start to find out that you was right all along. And most of the time, a person will find themselves in that situation as far as, their sanity coming back, and on all the things that they feel like they've been out of touch with. They usually find this, within themselves after the discard phase, or after they left the narcissist alone, or go no contact, and they start to be back in touch with reality again. So that's what happened to a lot of, narcissistic people who, been traumatized. Traumatized by the abuse, or somebody who been through narcissistic abuse. So if there's anyone who out there, if they wondering what to do in this situation, or they wondering how can they get out this situation, or what can they do in this situation, to understand this, when you're dealing with a narcissist and you in a devaluation phase or so, anytime you dealing with a narcissist and you in the devaluation phase, always got to remember the person who you are when you came in that relationship. You are still that same person. What the narcissist had done to you, they isolate you from anything that will give you more strength, more power, more knowledge. The narcissist knew this, and the narcissist saw this about you as far as, your potential, and what the narcissist was thinking to themselves as this was a threat. The narcissist put you in this devaluation phase because of several reasons. They can also do this because they want to punish you, because they try to put you back under control, because you figured them out or you're standing up to them. They also do this because of fuel, because they see you feeling good about yourself, your true identity, which is something they have to pretend, which is something that they envy about. And this is what the narcissists do in a devaluation phase. They want you to come to them. They want you to second guess yourself. They want you to figure out what the answers are through them. This is what the narcissists do. On your behalf, you got to remember who you were when you walked into this toxic relationship. And I want to say when you walked into this relationship, as far as being unaware of this person as a narcissist, or being manipulated under the idealist phase. For anyone who in this type of situation, the best thing you could do is to get out this relationship while you can. Anytime you're in a devaluation phase with the narcissist, you always got to remember that in many cases, you may have to just chalk up a lot of losses in this. And very sad to say, if you have any type of emotions invested in this person, you have any type of feelings, or if you build any type of foundation with this person, the best thing you could ever do in this situation, and this is for the best, is start to learn detachment. Because in this situation you in with the narcissist in the devaluation phase, all they're going to do is do more put down and start to say things to put you down and make you feel very bad about yourself, where it's harder to get out. It's best to detach from this person, and it's best to get in touch back with yourself again, as far as you try to detach, as far as doing a lot of things without this narcissist. And you have to remember to tell yourself that you could do a lot of things without this person. What this person had done, they manipulated you and brainwashed you from everything you know, took away all your wisdom and knowledge away from you subconsciously, where they brainwash you to make you believe that you're this person that's beneath your value. Do not believe this. Do not take this in. The narcissist right now got you under this hypnotized spell about you, where you feel beneath yourself and you feel beneath other people. You is just as valuable as all them people they trying to compare you with. You is just as much as high value and high worth as any situation that they try to shine more light on. You is the same or maybe even better. Don't allow the narcissist to make you believe anything else that step out, that will be out of touch or step outside of you, as far as where they try to make you feel beneath yourself. If anyone in this situation, get out this relationship while you can. And I know that this won't be easy, but right now this is the best time. You want to do this before it gets to the discard phase. And if anyone who in this situation, the devaluation phase, and they got out, and what will happen to you, you will have a lot of curiosity that runs through your mind. You will have at times where the narcissist will start running back to you. You will have times where the narcissist, they will come back, initiate contact with you. They will always use the guilt trip. They will use love bombing. I'm letting you know right now, people, do not fall for this. All this we're ever going to do is to will you back in so they could put you back into the same phase that you was in a devaluation phase, and are going to lead to a discard. And you do not want to be discarded by this narcissist, because that's the worst stage. That's the worst, that's the worst phase you could be in with the narcissist. Get out the relationship while you can, and don't let all the curiosity thoughts that try to overpower your mind and make you wonder what it could have been like, or it never ended, or they never did anything. You're already seeing what the narcissist is doing right now. You are actually in a soap opera where the narcissist is just doing all these put downs, and you're trying to get out. It's time to end a relationship that seemed to never end. So that being said, start to detach any emotions or anything that you invest in this person. You got to remember this part. None of this stuff would never come to a real reality. The narcissists have you chasing a dream that will never come true. Narcissists will make all these promises to you and string you along and play with your hopes, where all the way to the end of disaster. So hopefully this video then help someone out try to reach out there to anyone who may be in a situation with a narcissist or so. So remember, people, keep your minds protected, keep your heart shielded, and stay narcissistic free from these people. Thank you very much for watching my video. I will be talking to you next time, and you have a good day.